Welcome to Dawn Divinity, where today we're diving deep into a fascinating aspect of personal growth. Have you ever felt that adopting a stronger, more assertive stance changes how the world perceives and interacts with you? In this video, we explore the concept of mastering your villain role, a metaphorical shift where you accept assertiveness and strong boundaries, causing people to think twice before crossing you. This isn't about becoming someone you're not, it's about discovering the strength of your own convictions and the power of setting clear limits. In every story, the villain is the character who knows what they want and isn't afraid to go after it, often disregarding the traditional rules or expectations set by others. When we talk about mastering your villain role in real life, we're not suggesting you turn to nefarious deeds or malicious intent. Rather, it's about channeling some of those defining characteristics: determination, assertiveness, and the unapologetic pursuit of one's own goals. Assertiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about being aggressive or rude, it's about being direct and honest in your interactions. It involves expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a clear and respectful manner. When you assert yourself, you respect your own boundaries and the boundaries of others, fostering a sense of mutual respect. This can be a game changer in how you navigate your personal and professional relationships. Setting strong boundaries is another critical element. Boundaries protect your energy and your emotional health. They help you define what you are comfortable with and how you expect to be treated by others. A clear set of boundaries can act as a guide for how you engage with the world, providing a clear line that others know not to cross. This doesn't just apply to saying no to things you don't want to do, it also means actively communicating your needs and expectations to others without feeling guilty or apologetic. The journey to self-mastery through the villain role begins with a crucial first step: self-awareness. It involves taking a hard look at your current behaviors and recognizing where you might be playing it too safe or letting others overstep your boundaries. This realization can come from various moments of reflection. Perhaps you find yourself repeatedly agreeing to commitments that drain you, or you notice a pattern where others treat your time and efforts as though they have no value. Once you're aware of these patterns, the decision to change them marks the start of adopting the villain role. This isn't an overnight transformation, it's a gradual process of aligning your actions with your true desires. It starts with small steps. Perhaps you begin by turning down an invitation that you would normally accept out of obligation, or by asking for a deadline extension when you usually would have strained yourself to meet the original deadline. This part of the journey is about retraining yourself and others around you. It involves consistently choosing actions that reflect your new boundaries and assertive stance. Over time, these choices reinforce your new role, changing how you view yourself and, importantly, how others view you. The transformation can be challenging. It might involve moments of doubt and discomfort as you break old habits and establish new ones. But the growth that comes from stepping into this role can be incredibly rewarding. While you continue on this path, remember that mastering your villain role is not about losing your empathy or kindness. Instead, it's about empowering yourself to act with intention and clarity. It's about no longer waiting passively for things to happen or for others to take the lead on your behalf. It's about stepping up, claiming your space, and navigating life on your own terms. Through this, you gain not just the respect of those around you, but a deeper respect for yourself. While you cultivate a more assertive persona, setting boundaries becomes a cornerstone of your interactions. Boundaries are not barriers meant to keep others out but rather guidelines that define what you consider acceptable behavior from those around you. They are essential for maintaining your sense of self and ensuring your interactions with others are positive and productive. When you begin to set these boundaries, you might find it challenging, especially if you are used to accommodating others at your expense. Start small. For instance, if you find that your time is often monopolized by others, begin by allocating certain hours in the day as unavailable. During these times, focus solely on your tasks or self-care. This small step not only helps you manage your time better but also teaches others to respect your schedule. Communicating your boundaries clearly and confidently is key. You do not need to justify your boundaries, simply stating them clearly often suffices. Remember, while it's important to respect others' boundaries, you are equally entitled to the same respect. As people begin to recognize and adapt to your boundaries, your relationships will start to reflect a new balance, one that respects your space and energy. One of the most powerful words in any language is no. Learning to say no can be liberating. It is a direct expression of your boundaries and a crucial aspect of maintaining them. Saying no does not make you unkind or selfish. It makes you a self-aware individual who knows their limits and respects their own needs. In your journey towards mastering the villain role, becoming comfortable with saying no is a vital step. It might be uncomfortable initially, especially if you are not accustomed to pushing back. But, each time you say no, you reinforce your boundaries and underscore your commitment to your self-respect. Here's a simple way to start. The next time you are asked to participate in something that does not align with your priorities or interests, politely decline. You can say, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'll have to pass this time." This response is respectful yet firm. It communicates your decision clearly without leaving much room for pressure or guilt. While you practice this, you will notice a shift in how others perceive you. They will begin to understand that your time, energy, and interests are priorities for you. This shift not only strengthens your relationships but also attracts new interactions that respect your clearly communicated boundaries and choices. Adopting the villain role brings significant changes to how others perceive you. As you become more assertive and clear about your boundaries, people start to view you differently. This transformation in perception isn't about making others feel fearful or overly cautious around you, it's about cultivating a sense of respect. When you consistently demonstrate that you value your time and respect your own needs, others learn to approach you with their best intentions and clear communication. This shift in perception can lead to more honest and open interactions. People realize that manipulation or guilt will not sway you, which sets a foundation for more straightforward and respectful relationships. It is essential to recognize that not everyone will appreciate this new dynamic initially. Some might test your boundaries more than once to see if your resolve is firm. Stay consistent in your approach, and over time, most will adjust to the new norms you've established. While you enforce your boundaries and say no more often, you might face misunderstandings and even moments of isolation. Some individuals, especially those used to your previous accommodating nature, may react negatively to your new assertiveness. They might accuse you of being selfish or uncaring. It's crucial during these times to remain firm in your resolve while maintaining clarity in your communication. Clarifying your intentions can often alleviate misunderstandings. Reassure those around you that your actions are not about rejecting them but about taking care of your needs and responsibilities. It's important to communicate that respecting your boundaries allows you to be more present and engaged in your interactions. Isolation, when it occurs, can be challenging but also an opportunity for reflection and growth. It allows you to evaluate the relationships in your life and to deepen connections with those who truly respect and support your journey. Remember, the goal is not to push people away but to create respectful, mutually beneficial relationships. Those who value and understand your growth will stick by you, and often, these relationships become stronger and more meaningful. As you grow more accustomed to your role and assert your boundaries, a significant internal shift occurs, accepting your inner strength. This step is about acknowledging and owning your power to influence your life and the situations around you. It involves recognizing that you have the authority to make decisions that best serve your interests and well-being. This newfound strength does not mean you disregard the feelings or needs of others. Instead, it allows you to interact with them more honestly and effectively. It enables you to participate in interactions not out of obligation but from a place of choice, which enhances the quality of your contributions and interactions. Your confidence builds as you see the positive effects of your assertiveness, both in how others respond to you and in how you feel about yourself. While this strength becomes a natural part of who you are, you notice that you're able to handle challenges with more calmness and assertiveness. You are less likely to feel overwhelmed in demanding situations because you know you can set limits and ask for what you need. This empowerment is a crucial aspect of mastering your villain role. It's about being in control of your actions and reactions. With greater assertiveness and a strong sense of self often comes backlash, especially from those who were once comfortable with the old, more accommodating version of you. It's crucial to prepare for and manage this backlash with the same clarity and strength you've used to redefine your boundaries. When faced with backlash, the first step is to listen. Understanding the root of others' discomfort can help you address it more effectively. Often, backlash arises from others' fears or insecurities, which they project onto you as you start getting firmer boundaries. Maintaining your composure and responding with empathy can often diffuse tense situations and lead to a deeper understanding. But, it's also important to stand firm in your decisions. If someone challenges your boundaries, reiterate them calmly and clearly. You can say, "I understand this change might be hard for you, but this is important for my well-being." This reaffirms your boundaries and shows that while you are considerate of their feelings, you will not compromise on your needs. While you continue to navigate the challenges and rewards of your newly accepted role, one of the most significant benefits you'll notice is the sense of liberation that comes with authenticity. By consistently applying the principles of assertiveness and boundary setting, you start to live in a way that is true to your own values and needs. This authenticity can feel like a heavy burden has been lifted. You no longer spend energy on maintaining appearances or pleasing others at your expense. This newfound freedom is about living in alignment with your true self. It means making choices that genuinely reflect your desires and dismissing the urge to conform to expectations that do not resonate with you. While you live more authentically, you attract people and opportunities that align with this genuine expression. Your relationships become more straightforward and deeply connected because they are based on genuine interactions. In concluding our exploration of mastering your villain role, we reflect on the journey of transforming perceptions, setting boundaries, accepting inner strength, dealing with backlash, and ultimately enjoying the liberation that comes with living